Great pleasure to have you here, though online. And we want to thank you, really thank you. Do you hear us?
Well, sort of here.
Yeah. Okay, so this here is Preslava, who will be our host today. So she will be asking the questions, and I will be translating after each of your answers.
Okay, great.
Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready to begin?
Absolutely. Can you see me well? Is this good?
Yeah, we see you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so our first question is, do you want to write a book with Theo as a leading character?
I'm sorry, can you say that again? I missed it.
Okay. Do you want to write a book with Theo as a leading character?
Oh, so I want to write a book with Theo as a main character.
Yeah.
You know what? I've never thought about writing a book about Theo. I do love him. And I think he'd make a great main character. But I don't have a larger story to tell about him just yet. But maybe one day, never say never.
Okay, so we hope that will inspire you to write a story about him. Thank you. Да, Джули каза, че всъщност до сега никога не се е замисляла да напише отделна история за Тео като главен герой, но пък никога не казва никога, така че бихме могли да очакваме и нещо подобно в бъдеще.
Okay, so it's basically a little like the same question, but have you thought about writing a sequel about the heroes and their wives after the end of Tell Me Three Things? Like, what happens next?
I get a lot of emails from people asking for a sequel, or even just a final chapter. I think people feel like there should have been one more chapter, I left one out.
Yeah, we actually have a question like about the final.
I do like where the book ended, and the thing about writing a new book is you always have to torture your characters. And I love my main characters so much, I don't want to torture them again. But as I said before, never say never. Maybe in a year something will come to me and I'll want to revisit Jesse and SN. But I don't know. As of right now, there are no plans for a sequel.
Okay, thank you. За момента Джули не планира продължение на книгата, тъй като за нея всъщност за да напишеш добра книга трябва до голяма степен да изтормозиш главните си герои, а тя много си ги обича и не иска да им го причинява отново. Но каза, че много често и задава този въпрос и както каза преди малко, наистина никога не казва никога, така че може и да се случи в бъдещето.
Okay, another question is, which is your favorite character from the book? Tell me three things.
My favorite character, I think, is Jessie. She's a lot like I was, or she's sort of who I wish I was at 16. She's very aspirational for me, so I have sort of a special place in my heart for her.
Thank you. Да, всъщност Джули казва, че любимият герой от Кажи ми три неща е Джеси, тъй като й напомня много на самата нея, когато тя била на тази възраст и за нея е много вдъхновяваща героиня, което я прави нейна любимка.
Can I ask you a quick question? Would it be easier for translation if I took a break between sentences for you to translate as I go, or do you want me to answer the whole question and then translate?
Well, I don't really. I mean, it's easy both ways for me. I mean, if you tell me the whole answer, I will just kind of wrap it up. I mean, it's not a word-for-word translation, but I mean, if you wish, you could stop after each sentence. I don't mind.
Okay. Whatever's easier for you.
Okay. So we have a question for the live stream. We are actually streaming the event live on our social media channels. So so people who are not here are watching you as well. So one of them asked, where do you get your inspiration from?
I wish I had a good answer to this question. I get asked this question more than any other question. And I have no idea. It's one of those things that it just sort of comes to me. When I'm in between books, I spend a lot of time watching TV, reading books, sort of just refilling the creative well. And then eventually a new idea comes to me. And usually it's because I'm working something out in my own life, some sort of larger question, and then I work it out on the page in the book, and that's sort of where the ideas come from.
Okay, great, thank you. Джули каза, че всъщност няма точен отговор на въпроса откъде черпи вдъхновение, въпреки че това е един от въпросите, които ѝ задават най-много и най-често. И всъщност най-вече нещата се случват спонтанно, докато чете, докато гледа филми, въобще. Всъщност, когато е изправена пред някакъв по-грандиозен и по-сериозен, да кажем, проблем или въпрос в своя живот, нещата се случват от само себе си.
Another question is, there a character from the book which is based on your personality, like you put a lot of yourself into that character, or you just...
I do. I mean, I think I put myself in all of my characters, but Jessie is very much the most like me. I lost my mom when I was 14. And so the story of that is where that came, I mean, that's where Jessie's story comes from. I definitely poured a lot of those personal experiences into her.
Thank you. Да, всъщност Джули казва, че има част от нея във всеки един от нейните герои, но естествено най-голяма част от себе си е вложила в Джеси, чиято история всъщност е вдъхновена от личната история на Джули, чиято майка всъщност е починала, когато самата тя била на 14 години. И това е бил един начин за нея тя да предаде своите чувства и емоции от този период на живота си.
Thank you. And a little bit a different question, but who are your favorite writers and why? I mean, you can name one or two.
Sure. I have a huge writer crush on Zadie Smith. I think she's one of the greatest living writers today. A lot of my favorites are in the adult world. So Zadie Smith. I'm blanking. David Eggers, I love. On the YA side, I think Jandy Nelson is incredibly talented. Nikki Yoon's stuff is amazing, and I'm lucky to call her my friend.
Thank you.
And then, like, your favorite books then?
Okay, my favorite books. When I was a kid, my mom used to read me The Secret Garden, and I have very few memories of childhood except for her reading me the book The Secret Garden. So that book is my #1 favorite of all time. I reread it every year, and this year for the first time I got to read it with my own daughter, who's turning 7 next week.
Oh, that's so cute.
So, Secret Garden.
Thank you. Да, всъщност любимата книга на Джули е Тайната градина, която преди е чела със своята майка и препрочита всяка година. И тази година за пръв път е имала възможността да я прочете заедно с 7-годишната си дъщеря.
That's nice.
Okay, so we're done with the questions that people on social media have asked. So now we are going to ask the audience if they have any questions. Има ли някой от публиката, който би искал да зададе своя въпрос към Джули сега? Да.
Well, actually, 3 things.
Did you hear this?
Why 3 things?
I said her.
Why are there 3 things that they tell to each other?
Oh, why 3 things?
Oh, why do they tell each other 3 things?
Yeah.
You know what? When my daughter comes home from school, and my son too, when they come home from school, I always ask them to tell me 3 things about their day. It's a great way for me to find out what's going on when I don't see them. And I figured it was a really great way for 2 people to communicate online in short bits to learn about each other. It's sort of shorthand, right? Yeah. So if you ask me to tell you 3 things about myself, I have to come up with 3 things I'm thinking about right now. And usually they'll be pretty telling about who I am as a person.
Okay, so can you tell us 3 things about yourself right now?
I totally set myself up.
Yeah, you did.
Shoot. Okay, 3 things. I am wearing pants, even though I considered not for this interview. I thought it would be fun to not wear pants and you guys not know, but I did, I wore pants.
That's nice, thank you.
We are sitting in my living room right now, so that's my Christmas tree behind us. And
did you decorate it yourself?
Stockings on the fireplace.
Oh, that's so cute.
And the third thing, and I'll turn you all the way around, and you can see my bookshelf.
Oh, that's really cool. Nice. You have a lot of books.
I have a lot of books. That's not even half of it.
Oh, that's great. We envy you.
Things, right?
I'm sorry?
That was 3 things?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Имаме ли още въпроси от публиката?
Have you ever think about co-writing, and if yes, with who would you want to co-write?
Oh, co-writing. Yeah, I've never done it. I live in Los Angeles, where a lot of people do screenwriting, and a lot of people do co-writing with screenplays. I'm a very sort of solo writer. That being said, it would be really fun to share a project with somebody. I think it would be really cool to do sort of back and forth where I write the female perspective and I have some male writer write the male perspective. I'm not sure who I would do it with though. Any suggestions?
Имате ли предложения с кого Джули би могла да напише обща книга или предложение? I think people are kind of ashamed to tell you. Yeah, they're shy. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. So we'll let you decide. Okay, thank you. And wow, we have either a really long question or a lot of questions. I'm just waiting for them to get written down. So just wait a second.
Okay. I'll just sit and enjoy my coffee.
What time is it there?
Or we can just
It's 9:45 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
What time is it there?
Right now it's 7:45 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's 7:45. Okay. Okay, so our next question is actually from a member of our publishing house who is telling me that we are about to publish your next novel in 2017. So yeah, so this is news for everyone. And yeah, so we want you to tell us 3 things about your next book without spoiling the story ahead.
It's called in English, What to Say Next. It's about 2 teenagers who unexpectedly connect when they least expect to. One is sort of a social outcast, and one is relatively popular, and they find each other when they need each other the most.
Okay, that sounds great. Yeah, it sounds great, thank you. Всъщност новината е, че до година през 2017 година ние от издателство Игно ще издадем всъщност следващата втора книга на Джули. И понеже не искаме да ви разваляме удоволствието от четенето и от историята, всъщност това, което тя ни каза току-що, е, че всъщност историята се разказва за 2 души, 2 тинейджери, много различни, които обаче се свързват по много неочакван начин. Един от тях всъщност е аутсайдер, така да кажем, а другият е много популярен. Тоест много са различни един от друг, но в крайна сметка се сблъскват и се свързват. Okay, so we're gonna ask if there are any more questions from the audience. Някой друг иска ли да зададе въпрос към Джули? Okay, Julie, well, I guess then that's about it. Once again, I would like to thank you for participating in our event and speaking with us. It was really, really great meeting you, and we can't wait to read your next novel. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun. And I want to tell you guys, now that I have the publishing people there, that I love the cover you guys came up with. It's like of all the editions, the Bulgarian is my absolute favorite. It's
Thank
really
you.
beautiful. So
Thank
thank
you.
you for that.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
really
thank
excited
you.
to
We
see
love
what you
it
guys
too.
do with
Yeah.
the next book.
Thank you so much, Julie. We really love it too. Okay, so it was great meeting you, and I hope we'll get to see each other soon again. Bye.
Bye.